It's probably our last one right here. Koki has a good question here. He says, what are your thoughts on all the hate for The Boys Season 4? Is it warranted or unnecessary bandwagon? So I tell you, man. So I had criticism of the show. I think some of the messages in here, or the jokes, are political jokes and messages are too on the nose. But I still think it's a great show. I still think it's very entertaining. I still think it's smarter than most stuff out there. And I was like, well, what fucking took so long? The show's been kind of on the liberal slant and poking fun at all these, right-wing dudes and movements and conspiracy theorists out there, Proud Boys, politicians, fucking nut jobs out there, all you damn QAnon people. And the show's been doing this for about a good, at least the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and y'all fools out there talking about, oh man, Homelander, he's the hero.
Right.
Finally a show for us. And it's
Right.
like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I love it's getting review bombed by people going like, wait, y'all making Homelander look bad.
Yeah. Boy, y'all thought Homelander was the hero
Right.
of the show. If anything, listen, it's unnecessary. All the hate. Now I tell you what's necessary about it is it's great watching these other people look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't doing yourselves no favors talking about now you 4 seasons in talking about, hey, wait a minute. Man, I think they talking about us. You're stupid.
I know. It's like, well, it was nice when they were toasting both sides, but now they're just on us the whole time. I was like, I think it's always been that way.
Yeah. Like I said, I got some criticism. Like they have, some of these people are supposed to be, political figures, and they, like the woman that, forgot her name. The one
AOC?
The one that explodes heads.
Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria. She's like AOC, and then they make a reference to AOC, and I was like, I'm like, all right, things like that kind of threw me off. But listen, I still really like the show. I like the show a lot.
There's a lot of like typical plot lines that we've seen before in other things, but all the actors are so good. The dialogue is so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it all like you guys, but that 4th episode, IGN giving it 7 out of 10. People complain. I'm like, dude, that was an amazing one where Homelander going back to his home and giving us some backstory on him. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. Which one was that? Was that the one who went back and tortured those people?
Yeah.
That was hard to watch. My only
It was.
criticism is that, this is getting just so violent that it's like it's topping itself. But that was also, it wasn't done just to do violence. It goes to show you just how sick this dude is.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to watch, but yeah, that dude, just really, we're beginning to see more and more why this dude needs to go. Like,
I've been seeing that from the beginning.
oh yeah, this is gonna make next season real satisfying when they actually do kill his ass. And they look, Homelander's done so many atrocious things. You cannot let him live.
I mean, imagine just having a Nazi shrine collecting your gray pubes. It's like, you gotta go, dude.
Yeah, we've seen the whole season, so I can't wait for next season when they wrap it up, because it is at that point. What do you feel about it?
I've been loving it. I think that it's one of the best shows on TV, and I think that it's consistent. I think all the actors are doing a great job. And as far as the commentary goes, it's always been there, but I do agree it's on the nose, but I feel like that's part of the fun with people who are behind the show. They really got their finger on the pulse, man. Like this weekend on YouTube, they made a post. They're like, hey, on the VS5, we're releasing $70 DLC, trying to ride the coattails of the Elden Ring DLC. So that's fun that they're always like trying to stay on top of things. They're promoting, like Liquid Death and stuff. I think it's all fun.
Yeah. Somebody said the Bears coming out. That's the one I'm really looking forward to next. I'm gonna tell you something. The Bear is more intense than the Boys to me, and they ain't even killing people. They just cooking. And I guess the Bear is more intense to me because that shit is real. Like I can look at this, I'm like, oh, okay, this is exaggerated. Man, to look at somebody trying to work in a kitchen and they gotta fill orders and everybody's waiting on shit and they yelling at each other, like, man, I can't. Sometimes I have to cut that shit off. I'm like, I can't take this.
It's because you know that's going on at a restaurant right now.
Exactly, that shit is real. I mean, that's
Man,
my horror movie.
I finally got around to finishing the 2nd season. And yeah, I think it was the last episode where they can't find that one dude, and he was in the back smoking crack. And he's like, it's cool, right?
No, you crazy.